Watch out for the signs of the soon coming appearance of the Antichrist. The appearance of the Antichrist is a significant event in Christian eschatology, and the Bible provides several signs to watch for in the lead up to his appearance. These signs serve as warnings for believers to remain vigilant, steadfast, and faithful to Christ as the end times approach. Below are biblical signs that point to the soon coming appearance of the Antichrist. Increase in false teachings and deception. Jesus himself warned of the rise of false Christs and prophets who would deceive many in the last days. In Matthew 24 verse 24, he said, "For false Christs and false prophets will arise and perform great signs and wonders, so as to lead astray, if possible, even the elect." The Antichrist will come with deceptive teachings and miraculous signs to mislead people into following him. A global political and religious system. The Antichrist will unite the world under a one-world government and religious system. Revelation 13 verse 7 states, "Also it was allowed to make war on the saints and to conquer them. And authority was given it over every tribe and people and language and nation." This indicates a time when the Antichrist will have authority over the entire world, causing people to worship him and submit to his rule. Lawlessness and rebellion. The Bible speaks of a time when lawlessness will increase, preparing the world for the Antichrist. In 2 Thessalonians 2, verses 3-4, Paul writes, "Let no one deceive you in any way. For that day will not come, unless the rebellion comes first, and the man of lawlessness is revealed, the son of destruction, who opposes and exalts himself against every so-called God or object of worship." The rise of lawlessness and rebellion against God's commandments will pave the way for the Antichrist's appearance. Persecution of believers during the reign of the Antichrist. There will be widespread persecution of those who remain faithful to Christ. Revelation 13 verse 15 warns, "And it was allowed to give breath to the image of the beast, so that the image of the beast might even speak and might cause those who would not worship the image of the beast to be slain." Believers who refuse to worship the Antichrist or accept his mark will face severe persecution, even unto death. The mark of the beast. One of the clearest signs of the Antichrist's rule is the institution of the mark of the beast. Revelation 13 verses 16-17 explains, "Also it causes all, both small and great, both rich and poor, both free and slave, to be marked on the right hand or the forehead, so that no one can buy or sell unless he has the mark, that is, the name of the beast or the number of its name." This mark will be a symbol of allegiance to the Antichrist and will be required for participation in the global economy. Miraculous signs and wonders. The Antichrist will perform signs and wonders to deceive the world and gain followers. In 2 Thessalonians 2 verses 9-10, Paul writes, "The coming of the lawless one is by the activity of Satan with all power and false signs and wonders, and with all wicked deception for those who are perishing, because they refuse to love the truth and so be saved." The Antichrist's miraculous acts will be aimed at convincing people that he is a divine figure, leading them away from the true Christ. A false peace and broken covenants. The Antichrist will initially present himself as a peacemaker. However, he will break any agreements made and bring destruction. Daniel 9 verse 27 prophesies, "And he shall make a strong covenant with many for 1 week, and for half of the week he shall put an end to sacrifice and offering. And on the wing of abominations shall come one who makes desolate, until the decreed end is poured out on the desolator." The Antichrist will break a peace covenant halfway through his reign, leading to great tribulation. Global economic control. As the Antichrist gains power, he will establish total economic control over the world. Revelation 13 verse 17 warns that no one will be able to buy or sell without receiving the mark of the beast. This economic control will make it impossible for those who refuse to worship the Antichrist to participate in society, further consolidating his power. Signs in the heavens and earth. The Bible speaks of cosmic disturbances as signs of the end times. Matthew 24 verse 29 states, "Immediately after the tribulation of those days the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light, and the stars will fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens will be shaken." These signs in the heavens will signal the beginning of the final tribulation and the appearance of the Antichrist. A time of great tribulation. The Antichrist's reign will be marked by a time of unparalleled suffering, known as the Great Tribulation. Jesus said in Matthew 24 verses 21 to 22, "For then there will be great tribulation, such as has not been from the beginning of the world until now, no, and never will be. And if those days had not been cut short, no human being would be saved. But for the sake of the elect those days will be cut short." This period of intense suffering will precede the return of Christ and the defeat of the Antichrist.